Oh, trash room. So we'll check the trash room. We have to go to the bath or the kitchen to see where they took the knives. Put the door out. No. All right. The hatch on the floor. Door doesn't budge. Seems must be locked. Oh. Sturdy gate here. No way to get past. It's the end of the line. The trash room. This is where all the trash in the school eventually winds up. How do you get this gate open?
No, you can't go any further.
No entry. Only the person in cleaning duty is allowed in.
No, you can't go any further.
No entry beyond this point. Who's in cleaning duty?
You can't go any further.
No entry. This is stupid. It'd be faster to go around.
No, you can't go any further.
Cleaning duty. Oh, is it, it's the fat guy? Looking for orders on cleaning duty. Cleaning duty? As a matter of fact, that's me. Why do you ask? It just so happens Monokuma talked to me yesterday and asked me to take care of it. Without someone on cleaning duty, the school would be flooded with trash in no time, so I formally applied for the position. I'm going to start this morning, but after what happened, I haven't had the chance to get started. Since you're on cleaning duty, you can open the gate in front of the trash room. And of course, it's my job to gather up all the garbage and toss it in the trash room. To do that, okay. Supposed to rotate once a week, so eventually you'll be in charge.
Very strange.
You need a key to get in the trash room. The only person on cleaning duty who has the access key. What's the point of going to all the trouble? Why not just leave the trash room open all the time so we can throw all the things out whenever we want? That does seem more convenient.
So
Actually. Anyone who kills the fellow student and becomes blackened will graduate unless they are discovered.
So that's it.
That must be why. If anyone goes in and out of the trash room whenever they wanted, then destroying evidence would be easy. The throw would disappear and things would become boring.
Hey, listen.
Anyway, more important than that...
Hey, you bastard.
Hey, Fatty, why do you want the cleaning room gig anyway?
Oh.
I just cited volunteer for something I knew no one else would want to do. What's the big deal? I know why you did it.
Like...
I want to dig through all... you want to dig through all the girls' trash looking for, you know, and poking around at it.
There's no way to think
What are you talking about? All my love is for 2D.
You know what I mean.
There's all kinds of trash diggers like that. Maybe you'll get tired of 2D and turn to... I would never get tired of 2D. After spending a significant amount of time comparing 2D and 3D, I voluntarily chose 2D. The only thing 3D is good for is to shower love and affection on 2D. Oh, and PVC figures.
Give me a break.
How are you not totally embarrassed to say stuff like that? If you're so worried about Hifumi's questionable morality, there's a very easy solution. Whenever a guy is cleaning duty, Sakura can accompany them from picking up the trash to dispose of it.
What?
If you're as innocent as you claim, where's the harm in it? That's not how it's supposed to be. Anyway, on another topic, Hifumi, since you were on cleaning duty, I may have a favor to ask you. So now you're suddenly wanting to join my party? Sorry, but you haven't triggered that flag yet. I mean, you haven't helped me recover from my past trauma or save a village or beat a boss. But nothing like that. I was just hoping to get into the trash room and look around. Oh, okay. So easy. Alright. You'd open the gate, wouldn't you? You know, when I look at it, it makes me think. He said he killed his wife, he learned how to get by on the inside, and he never stopped dreaming. Get busy living or get busy dying, he said. So, him and Rita, they found themselves a way out. Whatever, please just hurry. Alright.
Mr. Naegi! Without a doubt.
Planning to use the trash room to destroy evidence. You fiend, you planned this all along. I just wanted to see if the actual killer had tried to destroy any evidence from it. The actual killer is you, isn't it? You want to see if you left anything behind? Wait, maybe a parallel world. Huge trash can is supposed to be... okay. Okay. Shards of broken glass scattered around in front of the incinerator. Looks like it used to be a glass ball, some kind of glass ball. Just about big enough to fit in the palm of your hand.
Is this?
Do you know what this is? Click all 7 and a dragon will appear and grant your single wish. Kidding aside, it's the kind of thing you might see in a big city street corner. Gaze into it and it'll show you a glimpse of the future. Just like that Mina girl who was on the quest to find that one guy. I get what you're trying to say, but who did that particular ball belong to? They should all still be in the gym. We better go find out for sure. I don't understand what he was even referring to.
Why is that? So it was.
I hit the wrong button. Alright, there's something on the ground in front of the incinerator. It looks like a burnt piece of something. A burnt piece, like a hunk? Like a hunk of burning love? Anyway, it looks like a piece of cloth in shape. It's a sleeve from a button-up shirt. Now that I look at it, it's definitely blood on the cuff, which means this is all that's left of the evidence the killer destroyed. But there are lots of people with white button-up shirts. This isn't enough by itself to figure out who the killer was. The incinerator, it's way in the back part of the trash room. It's a good 30 feet from here to the gate. And it's on right now. See the green and yellow buttons next to the mouth of the incinerator. It's a pretty simple setup. Press the green, get it going, yellow, turn it off. Sooner or later, you'll be on cleaning duty, so... Yep. Somebody turned the incinerator on. Very strange. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy. Okay.
I feel as if...
Most suspicious.
Okay. The incinerator was on. I think it's quite strange indeed. When I was here last, the incinerator was off, and the glass shards and burnt clothes weren't. What does it all mean, Mr. Naegi? Will you be confessing soon? Everyone knows you did it. All the mysteries are being solved one by one. Alright. So is that it? I guess?
Come on, come on.
I've got all kinds of smut or stuff that'll help you cheer up. Alright, let's leave. Okay, so that's out of the way. Let's go to the kitchen. I mean, I already know it's Leon. But I want to make sure I have all the evidence that will confirm it. Investigating in the dining hall. Oh no, I'm just taking a break. Actually, I've been taking a break since we started. This is all the first for me, you know. I don't have the first clue what I should be doing. I know what you mean. I don't know, but being in the dining hall helps me keep calm. So I know I shouldn't, but I've just been kind of hanging out. To tell you the truth, I was doing the same thing last night when Sayaka was killed. Okay. There's a knife missing. Looks like one of them is missing. Missing from the very beginning, or... I'd better see if anyone here knows more. Nothing there. I'm just being thorough at this point. Nothing in here, right? Alright, let's bail. And we'll talk to... What's her name? Hina? Did you notice that one of the kitchen knives is missing from the dining hall?
Totally.
Yeah, weird, huh? I thought it was kind of strange, a knife just suddenly disappearing like that, so... It wasn't missing from the beginning.
That's right.
Nope, last I remember, they were all lined up in a nice, neat row. When did you notice that one of them had disappeared?
Well,
Went to go and get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. Then when I finished my tea, went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. You're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking tea in the dining hall? In other words, you were here... You were right there in the dining hall when someone came and took it. And you should be able to say for sure. And you can tell everyone I didn't come to the dining hall last night, which proves I didn't take it. I always account. By the way, do you really... Of course not, I would never. Do you really think I murdered her?
I mean...
She was killed in your room, right? So, I mean, you guys were supposed to be friends, right? But you still killed her. On the other hand, two people becoming good friends, then one killing the other is a classic drama setup. So, when you consider everything together... I honestly have no idea. Nice. Okay. Well... So we can leave that. What were the other things that they said? They wanted to talk to the programmer because they think that Or are these just things where something unique is happening? Oh, right. Actually, you know what? We can also go to the AV room to watch her DVD. Even though it seems kind of like inappropriate and inopportune, to be honest. Okay. So she's the writer, right? I don't know if she'll actually have anything to say, but to kill someone just to save your own life, I've been living with someone like that. I think I might vomit. But is what Monokuma said really true? You want to just really kill Sayaka? The mastermind really was gonna get involved. They would have just killed us one day. They would have just killed us on day one. By the way, what's your investigation? How's your investigation going? I already told you I don't do blood, so I don't plan on doing any investigating. Besides, I already know who did it.
This is
After all, where was Sayaka killed? In your room, right? What more proof do you need? We already know the truth. She really doesn't trust me at all. Alright. Alright, let's bail. Let's just talk to this guy real quick.
Listen to me!
You have a second, Makoto? I've uncovered something most unusual. The door to everyone's dorm has a nameplate on it to show whose room it is, right?
You hear me?
Well, it just so happens... Wait, no. You might be the killer yourself. I can't tell you anything. Forget what I just said. Forget it. Just a little joke. Even I do jokes sometimes. Yeah, I know. They change based on who's in it. That's the... I wonder if it shows two people at a time, then. Because if that's the case, that's what they should do. They should just double up in the rooms. And then... There's always a witness. And that just seems to make sense. I should be able to use this to see what's on the DVD. This seems a little invasive, I'll be honest. Seems a little OD. And obviously it's all of her friends. All of her pop singing friends. Okay, I don't need to read all this, I know. They're all dead, or she's dead.
As for these girls, the glowing spotlight only made them that much more beautiful. But then...
Suddenly the screen went dark. In the next moment, I saw something I could hardly believe. Oh, okay, so this actually... Alright. So, if there's one thing, I guess, that I should mention, is that earlier I was saying that everybody should be mentioning what they saw in the video, because what we saw was just a fucked up living room. So it could have been a recreation, technically. However, if somebody else saw a video where it showed like a bunch of dead people, then we should all be told, because then we know it's not a hoax, you know? This is an example, right? The people are on the floor, so something happened. Whether or not they're dead, I don't know, but this would be more serious than somebody fucked your couch up, like, which is the DVD we saw. Sayaka had disappeared from the stage, which was now in ruins. But what I noticed even more than that was the figures of the girls who had all simply collapsed.
This ultra-successful team suddenly fell apart. None of them will ever perform on stage again. None of them will ever feel the warmth of Sayaka. There's simply nowhere for her to return to. So here's the billion-dollar question. What, oh what, could have caused the group to go to pieces?
See, this video is more dire, in my opinion. It definitely would have been worth mentioning. That wasn't real, right? They're a super famous pop group. Everyone knows who they are. I was trying to say he was even able to get to them. If it really did happen, everyone in the outside world must be going crazy. What kind of person would take things this far? Okay, so there's that. Let's just take a look real quick at the map. Okay, main hall. Nobody's in student lounge. Let's check the main hall real quick just to talk to this chick. Find any clues or anything? What kind of clues? Let us just agree we do not know who the culprit is and leave it at that. Whatever secrets I may have, I don't intend to reveal anything until the class trial. Okay then, do you have any suggestions for where I should start looking?
Well,
So annoying. Unless you fumble around fishing blindly for clues, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to give you a little hint. Scene of the crime, naturally. But I think the trash room is also... Yeah, I know. Okay.
as for me,
Alright, so they're just hinting at where I could look, not... Because that's what he did too, he said, did you see the nameplate on the door? So I guess the other students are just there, they just exist to help you if you're lost. Now, where's this crystal ball? I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. I don't really understand that piece of evidence, I'll be honest. Oh, not that one. Next the incinerator in the trash room. As it turns out, the glass ball would have fit comfortably in the palm of a person's hand.
huh?
What is it? Oh, right. We have to talk to her about the numbers. What I mean? Could it be a code or something? Sorry, no.
I'm
Sorry, I just don't know. Don't worry about it. Thanks for asking. She doesn't know. Maybe she knows more than she's letting on. No, it couldn't be. Hey, hero. Can I ask you something? What are you doing here? What? What is it? Does this look familiar? That's my crystal ball. Oh, it's all smashed. What the hell?
The heck?
I only bought it because the guy said it was blessed. He said it was unbreakable. How did it break? Was it actually just made of glass and not crystal? Did that guy totally dupe me? He said it belonged to the pillars of history. Genghis Khan, George Washington, Napoleon. He said whoever controlled the crystal ball, that crystal ball, controlled the world. Is that seriously all BS? Let's put it aside for now, so... You can say without a doubt that this belongs to you. Yep, that's mine for sure. I probably forgot it in the laundry room last night. Someone must have come by and snatched it. You left it in the laundry room? That means someone could have found it and taken it. Okay. By the way, I'm almost afraid to ask, but how much did you pay for that thing? Everything I saved up from fortune telling for 2 full years. Came out to be like $1 million. That's pretty cheap, actually. I mean, considering it gives you the power to control the world. It's just too stupid. Oh.
I'm getting tired of waiting. What say we just get... It's time for the long-awaited class trial! Now then, allow me to appoint a proper location for the...
So we can't investigate the laundry room?
Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school.
All right. Bet you were afraid you would be discovered as the murderer you are.
Listen to me!
Let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Save that for the class trial. There we can all reveal the details of Makoto's crime. So they really are convinced I did it, but... I didn't do it. Me and Sayaka both know that that all too well. But then who is the killer? Alright. Is everyone here? Okay then. Please.
In front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fates will be decided.
He's drinking a glass of wine.
You all down there.
Or he's got like a martini or something. Let's save.
What?
They stuck us here. Even took the time to set up a goddamn courtroom, huh?
Impossible.
Yeah, we really gotta go through with this class trial thing. If you want to confess, I guess now's the time to do it. Let's get started.
Hey.
No point in standing around here. Settle your resolve and step into the future.
I'm sorry.
In the end, I wasn't able to do anything. Really, is this really how Sayaka would want us to find who killed her? I don't think she would fucking care, as long as we found out. I can't help but wonder what whoever killed Sayaka is feeling right now. Well, did you find anything that might actually prove your innocence? Yeah, I did, actually. Being so insistent, even though you obviously killed her. Very impressive. Well then, the time has finally come. School basement's becoming the darkened stage. We're all here to bear witness to Mr. Naegi's final curtain call. Alright, killer, what do you have to say? I did my job. Counting on the rest of you from here on out. Uh-huh.
Got it!
Relax, I haven't decided 100% that you're the culprit just yet. Maybe, but you're obviously leaning that way. We have no choice but to get on this elevator. Let's begin.
Yes, indeed. Hey.
No? Scared isn't quite right. Said it before, but it's up to you to uncover the mystery surrounding the case yourself. If you don't, you'll never come to grips with the truth. You didn't uncover the truth of Sayaka's death. Didn't need someone else to tell me to do that. Alright, let's go. It'll be fine.
Oh.
Is it not more like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment? Oblivious to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school. What do you think? Doesn't it feel just like a real courtroom? No, it's nothing like a real courtroom. It's like a Hollywood movie set. It's like the courtroom that fucking Q took Picard and the crew of the Enterprise 2 in the pilot episode. They just need people like dressed in rags surrounding them and freaking out. All right. Oh my God! They just have their pictures on sticks with X's over their faces. These were arranged in a giant circle. It was set up so that everyone could see everyone, which also meant it would be easy for anyone to transfer their tension and unease onto someone else. The air seemed to grow heavy as we sat there. And so the curtain, the first case opened. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly fate. A deadly class trial. Yeah, may as well. Okay. Pre-trial prep. Okay, evidence of a struggle, replica sword. I couldn't have opened it because the toolkit was sealed, right? No hair. Dying message said Leon. He thought it was a girl's room, but there was no lock, and it was actually, the door was just fine, and so he unlocked it. Because, I mean, it also could be that it said the nameplate was switched, so. Alright, I mean, this should be pretty easy, I feel. Increase damage to the opponent when a statement is destroyed. Effective during the bullet time battle. Oh, that's all we can do. Alright. All rise.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course!
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick? What's going on with those pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates.
Okay, but what about that other NPC? There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here... Okay, that about does it for the preamble.
That's it, huh?
First up is the case summary. Now...
About to begin, wait to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about everything. Because this isn't just about me, everyone's lives are on the line. Your first non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Yes. As things progress during each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, characters will speak one after another without pause. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried within their statements. What this means is that you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Any relevant truth bullets you found during your investigation will be loaded in your truth cylinder. Use the mouse to aim, then fire with the left mouse button. Pay close attention to each character's statements and use your truth bullets to blast the right ones. Note that if you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so please be careful. If you press the escape key during these arguments, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck. Evidence of a struggle.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono!
Yeah, we know that part already.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
There's something off about what you just said. Because if Sayaka hadn't resisted at all, there's no explanation for what happened to my room. For this first debate, we'd like to take a quick sidebar. If we're unable to spot and refute someone's lies or contradictions, the argument will repeat. Within a group of statements, some words appear in a different color. Did you happen to notice? That represents a potential hole in a person's statement, a possible weak spot. Weak spots reveal important, though not always inaccurate sections of a person's statement. Truth bullets are only effective against these weak spots. So, when you see one come up, take aim and fire, but only if you're sure it's actually wrong. You can fast forward an argument by holding down the control key. Well then, good luck.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono!
Yeah, we know that part.
And the murder took place in Makoto.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
I assert that the one who was murdered was
Wait,
Miss
what?
Sayaka Maizono!
I don't understand.
Yeah, we know that part already.
There's a potential lie or contradiction in their argument. Multiple weak spots may appear due to figure out. Press left mouse button, fire whatever truth bullet you have loaded.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom. So it seems the killer must have taken her by surprise. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
I assert that the one who was murdered...
And the murder took place in
the bathroom. So it seems the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
Oh, okay. So I guess I didn't aim at the actual words.
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked. With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
A struggle? Between
Sayaka and the killer.
So you're saying Sayaka, she must have been attacked in the main room first. Then she ran to the bath. The killer followed her in, and that's where they...
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
I agree.
Sorry.
Okay, so...
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is...
We need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka. Why do you need to determine that?
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
So the killer used some random knife they had on him.
No, that's wrong.
No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife.
Huh?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen...
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Mm-hmm. Duh.
So the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
That's right. Makoto...
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we presented our arguments.
Well, we can talk all we want.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it...
You really believe?
A bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Yeah. You can concentrate by holding down the space key. While you're concentrating, time will slow down. You can pay closer attention to what everyone is saying. On top of that, it'll steady your aim, making it easier to target potential weak spots. Concentrating like this consumes the focus gauge, and if the gauge empties, you can't concentrate. The focus gauge will recover over time, so let your brain take a rest. No need. Okay. All right. Let's see. Aoi's account. Okay. So that proves that I couldn't have gotten the knife.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? He did it in secret. Nobody was in the dining hall.
No, that's wrong. Okay, wait. Hold on. I did...
Next you're gonna say you're not the killer, right?
Well, what if I have a... What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Yep. Just I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass. One of the knives was gone.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall. But I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together?
Idiot swimmer girl? Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear if there is an...
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profit.
Then there's no way anyone would work together.
But what if they did work together, and they just...
Good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in
Alright.
this case!
It's pretty cut and dry.
Did I say that out loud?
Anyway, I didn't go to the... So I'm not the...
Okay, so then... Who did...
Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all... No way!
Sure, but can you or anyone else? I can.
That's right! Sakura was with...
I hate to have to ask, but...
Me.
Right.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no.
Just spit it out.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. Which means we have airtight alibi.
You stayed over? Doesn't that... We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms. But it doesn't say we have to stay in our cells, so... I don't think that's...
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the
Come
night
on
together?
now.
It's unwholesome!
But I'm a girl.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility.
Oh, yeah, that's true!
Why didn't you say so?
Well, because... they're not here anymore. Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
Okay, so the person who took the knife from the kitchen was... Oh!
I got it! Then, Sayaka is the one who...
That's the only... And thinking back on it, when she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. As she left, she said she just wanted to drink.
And the person who took the knife was the...
I'm sure she just...
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with? In that case, you may not have taken the knife.
What? See? No! You're wrong!
So, that's how you...
Don't do something, you're gonna blame me for the murder.
Hold on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say? Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most... And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about.
First Hangman's Gambit is about to begin. As things advance further in the class trial, the Hangman's Gambit will eventually take place. The point of this is to reveal an important phrase related to the incident in question. You'll have to deduce the phrase from the letters flying around and the letters already known. Complete the phrase by shooting down the flying letters in the right order. Okay. If you shoot down the wrong letters, you'll suffer damage to your influence gauge. If this influence gauge reaches 0, or if you run out of time, you fail. Well, good luck. Something that should have been there at the scene, but wasn't. That must be the crucial point. We can't just figure out what that something is. I don't understand. I'm a little confused. What was missing? Oh, hair. Oh, right.
Now I understand.
Right.
That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the
I forgot
floor.
about that.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene. If
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been. That makes sense.
No. If that were the case,
What?
they would have had to do something about the body of...
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the...
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there. Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then, Makoto...
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely?
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the... Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
In the door.
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and...
And how did the killer get into the bathroom?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind.
I got it! Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh?
The doorknob for my bathroom. See how the top part was unscrewed?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about...
You still don't see? Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded.
There's a bit more to learn about non-stuff. Oh, God, there's more. Oh, shit, no. That's not what I meant to do.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room. She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her. And
Right.
they got into the bathroom.
Okay.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Because Sayaka had locked it.
Idiot!
No, it's wrong.
You stupid fucking moron!
The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with locking bathrooms, right?
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door, that's not lucky at all.
So the reason the door didn't open was just because
That's
it was
all.
stuck.
That was his whole... That's what... What did that have to do with the murder? Come on.
But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake. Thanks.
They didn't know the, what? The detail about... They didn't know was the crime took place in my room.
I got it! The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit?
And yet, he's...
Say what?
Well, to be more, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room,
Then there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. The killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door open.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
Definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't open.
That is...
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms? Then Makoto couldn't...
Okay, then who did?
I'm sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
But what happens if we can't
Well, why don't we just vote right now?
Majority rules? You really think that's a...
Yeah, our necks are on the line here.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have... Oh, you don't gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask...
Oh yeah, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Yes. How...
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up.
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then, maybe some...
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something.
No, that can't...
Oh! Hello? White?
No way Sayaka let someone in, because...
I got it!
I think?
Because Sayaka was already scared,
Yeah.
remember? That's why she asked me to
Yep, I know.
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Huh? Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
Another thing I want to talk to you about, just us two, in 5 minutes come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in, and these are the words that—
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that. When you write, it can leave an imprint. When I
Yep,
saw
I know.
that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique. But even the class— Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto, which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka.
So, Makoto,
No, I did.
of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
But why?
The note was likely her way of getting in. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them.
You got an invitation like that from the ultimate—
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes...
Would you like to hear what? Very well then.
Huh. Okay.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct? But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Okay.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in.
No, that's wrong. The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got...
That's right. The nameplates got switched. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's...
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other. So switching the nameplates would be no problem.
So she tried to get me killed.
And the one who
Is that what we're saying?
Was... Well, of course it wasn't you.
Okay, then who?
I got it! Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me...
You can also infer as much. She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you've switched rooms.
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer...
What happened then was whoever she invited over... We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question?
Yes, I think...
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight.
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the...
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had... It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her?
I got it!
Yeah, it's because
all you
the
have to
gold
do is
flake
take
came
a
off.
good look at her broken right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword! Right there on her wrist!
I see.
Alright, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
Huh. I'll bet... So she took the knife. I think what happened is she probably tried to kill somebody. So... she tried to be the killer, and then got killed. Or something like that. Yeah. Tell me. Getting used to these non-stop debates? Starting with the next debate, you'll start loading multiple truth bullets into your truth cylinder. But just like with weak spots, only one of those bullets can actually refute the proper statement. In other words, from here on out, you'll have to combine the right truth bullets with the right weak spots to refute the statement. Come up with the wrong combination, you'll take damage. Press Q to rotate the cylinder. Okay. For our purposes, this time the logic difficulty will be set to me. Well then, good luck. Oh.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
That's what broke Miss Maizono's wrist.
So, she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away. But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
The person with the sword really did attack first. There's no explanation for how a certain part of the sword got damaged.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Maizono's wrist.
So, she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away. But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her.
And that's exactly what happened.
Okay.
When the fighting broke, the culprit grabbed, and that's when the first sword-based sneak attack.
No, that's wrong. Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword, because the sword sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something...
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife?
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
Okay.
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
I think I get it! So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka, so she grabbed the sword to defend herself. But then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they...
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
I got it!
Yep.
You're talking about her palms, right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean. So I don't think she ever...
How can you know that?
Like I said before, the gold coating... In fact, If you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the... It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hand. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely...
Maybe she washed her hands after she hissed.
Sorry, but...
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
No, that's not it at all.
A regulation that talks about what happens in bathrooms at night.
I got it! According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime.
That's so
right?
stupid. That doesn't make any sense.
Oh.
Why would that why, I mean,
Actually,
I get that it helps with this murder trial, but like the reality of that makes no fucking sense. Why would you turn water off overnight?
Oh my. You're no different. You smell like a big fat ugly donkey.
I'm not sure whether to take that as
An insult, obvious.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used it. But hold on. If that's right, then...
I got it! Sayaka?
But we already said that the
person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used.
and the one who had...
Sayaka?
Now do you understand? She wasn't a...
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own. She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto. Maybe the reason she wanted was so that she could pin the crime on you.
Yep.
That is a possibility.
Sayaka wanted to...
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplate. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room, where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate... But for that to work, the target had to be lured out, while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms...
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell...
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Plus, she was a totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
I don't think either of those. I think they're both equally not trustable.
Wait, then you're saying...
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true, because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument. You're being super boring right now. Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all.
There is something left.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
Fuck you!
There still might be one clue left.
Dining. Wait, what did you say?
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037. Written in her own blood.
Well, before we get too far into that, can we really be sure that Sayaka...
I got it!
Yep, she wrote it in her own blood.
Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still... What the heck do those numbers mean?
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
She wrote it, she was looking down.
Oh, yeah.
What?
No, it's just look at the numbers, assuming don't these first two, 1, 1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there. So I assumed it was 1, 1, but looking at it now...
Whoa, you might have finally...
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
But even if that really is an N...
Rotate the image.
Duh.
Oh my god.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it!
So, whose name did she write?
Got him.
My answer. The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees.
Duh.
If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N. Or more accurately, Leon.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a bunch of random squiggles.
No, it's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, and as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something...
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
Mm-hmm. Where is it? Where is it?
I got it!
Uh-huh.
The burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator.
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them, and to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood.
But one piece burned off,
and the killer didn't notice. If they had, isn't that right?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. There's just that one little charred piece.
You're right. That alone isn't enough.
Are you finally starting to understand?
Yeah.
To get rid of, there's something about it we need to pay attention to figure it out. Oh, no, I fucked that up.
Shoot.
Embarrass myself in front of everyone. Oh no.
I got it! If you look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash. And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on. You need the key to get in. And the one with the key. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash.
Interesting.
Alright, what is this? This was the part I didn't figure out. I mean, oh. Oh.
The key to the trash room.
So he threw it into the incinerator.
Must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the track?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy.
There we go. Okay, okay. So he threw the crystal ball at the button to turn on the incinerator after he threw his shirt, which is why part of it is still left.
Hold on.
And it was still on.
I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence.
Gotcha.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator.
Yes, you could.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but...
But how would you use it?
I got it! The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and
Oh,
threw
yeah,
the
and
ball
he's a
through
baseball
gap
player.
in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life. So I threw that. So I remember what you said before.
Yep. Work of a fairy.
Hifumi had the key. So the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they got the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on!
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no!
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator, the pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw it, could someone really do that?
That's right! There's difficult, absolutely. I got it! Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Talk that shit.
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball.
I'm not the kid. These goddamn shepherd brains have got it all wrong.
You still won't admit it, Makoto? Go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear. And with that, we can—
Listen to me! What the hell?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered, and the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
Closing argument is about to begin. Would you like an explanation? Yep. What's going on? In this phase, you'll give a complete summary of the case. You'll have to reproduce the flow of events for the case in the form of a comic book. However, you'll notice that in the comic, there are a number of pieces missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using the provided truth panels. Also, if you take aim at a missing section and press the left mouse button, holy cow, you'll get a hint what might lead to a breakthrough. Well then, good luck. Oh wait, hold on. Oh shit, okay. Okay, and then... Oh, fuck. Wait. Is it the same thing? These two are the same. I'm kind of confused here. Oh. Okay.
Here's exactly what happened. I think I'd better take one more look. Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier.
Okay.
But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room. During the struggle, a strike from the sword.
What?
Here's exactly what happened. During the struggle.
Okay.
And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife.
Oh, okay, so I guess that part,
Finding herself
we just didn't need that.
Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily. Sayaka knew about that because I told her. But of course, the killer had no way. So instead, the killer forced the door open. And stabbed Sayaka. But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator, but the trash room was
Talk
blocked off
faster,
by an
Jesus
especially
Christ.
sturdy
Especially when we're just
So they
delivering
came up with a
information we already
plan to
know.
Use Hero's crystal ball, which the killer managed to throw the ball through the gap for any normal person, and that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal
Curlin
ball,
Nescar.
thrown with absolute precision, which then quickly roared to life. Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, but there was one part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire. The killer didn't notice it. Isn't that right, Leon?
Ba-boom. Way to
It
go.
would appear that Hero simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt. And that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball? You thought of a way to take care of...
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course!
course I do! I object, I object, I object! I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories! You need evidence! Where's the evidence? Without evidence, it's all bullshit! It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it!
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you didn't. Makoto, I believe you're...
Your first bullet time battle? There's still more? Oh my god. Okay, sometimes during a class trial, your opponent simply won't want to hear what you have to say. When this happens, you'll engage them in a head-to-head battle. Like the... okay, bullet time battle. You want to destroy your opponent's statements in time with the rhythm. Match your button presses with each tempo marker as they move across the screen. Press the right mouse button to lock on. Destroy them. Destroy the statement you've locked on to with the left mouse button as the tempo marker reaches the center. Okay. Okay. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you'll get the tempo down. Okay. 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 Well, we'll figure it out. Shoot it down with a truth bullet. Get the statements fast enough, and you'll come out victorious. Just like before, if your influence gauge falls too much, you die. You lose. Okay.
When the killer removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it. Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
I refuse to acknowledge you! You're stupid! Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Amen,
stupid,
brother.
Stupid, stupid, Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid! You lie! Stop talking! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! You lie! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance!
I don't get it.
It wasn't me! Stupid! You lie! Stop talking! Shut up! Here's your proof! You kidding me? Not a chance! You lie! Shut up! Shut up! Stupid! Here's your proof! You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Where's your proof?
This should prove it.
I totally fucked that up. I don't know how. I don't know. That minigame kind of sucks, to be honest. Because it's not a very good rhythm minigame. And it was just kind of lame.
I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah. I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
That must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were inside because...
Only the boys got toolkits.
Okay, then whose toolkit?
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
It had to be their very own.
Stupid, stupid!
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? The screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Huh? And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this, what I lost it isn't an excuse.
Stupid!
So, you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
Okay. A. I'm assuming there's an S. Oh, wow.
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right? Okay, then let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice? Or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be?
Part of me wants to fuck it up just to see. Alright. So we don't actually vote. Looks like you got it right on the money. Blackened in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, is none other than Leon Kawada.
Huh? Hey, hold on.
Did you really? I don't believe it.
You son of a bitch!
I mean,
I didn't have a choice.
she tried to kill him first, to be fair. It was kill or be killed, so that's why I killed her first.
You are any
None of you-
different.
yeah. One wrong step, and you would be standing right here. There's a complete chance that I wound up like this. I was just unlucky, that's all.
Hey, come on!
You're expecting me to just accept my death? Everything's become clear. The decision was made. The decision we made was right after all. But when I think about that, honestly, I'd be better off. I'd be better off if we'd been wrong, because if what we came up with really is truth, then the truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me. But even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind. It's all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. If I was her, and the video actually had something to do with me, I can't even imagine. Look at him rationalizing this. He's like, oh, actually, she was right. I know she just tried to fucking kill me. And in doing so, kill the 13 other people here. But I understand. Fuck you. Don't be a pussy. She tried to fucking kill you, dude. Shut up. Alright. Shut up. I don't feel bad for you. Friends that have meant so much to her.
No matter what happens, please.
Why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know, because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's that. Boy howdy, the entertainment industry must sure be terrifying, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone because of those relationships. She seems so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside, she descended into pure madness. What'd you say? I understand, really I do, yep. You're not of despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love, the stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Stop screwing with this is all your fault. Sayaka being forced to do something like that, all of it, everything. I mean, it is also her fault. Let's not completely pass the blame here. You know? If Leon did that to him, then he wouldn't be like, oh my gosh, I understand. I know he was lying and he tried to murder me, but I understand, it's okay. Fuck off.
That's enough.
Doesn't dismiss bad behavior. It's like iron, strong enough, I was sure it would leave a bruise.
Calm down.
You really want to make our enemies pay for what they've done. You need to let it go for now. A close one. I thought for sure you were going to give me a good walloping. Just barely avoided punishment you did.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, since you so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the Blackened Leon Kawada will receive his punishment.
Punishment?
I feel worse for this guy than I do for Makoto. He's a fucking idiot.
You mean...
He's a simp.
Execution? Wait a second!
Yeah, he didn't have a choice. He had to kill her.
That's it?
Just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense.
Is that okay?
I don't know, man. I don't know if I could trust anybody that tried to that invited me into their room and then immediately started attacking me with a kitchen knife. I think you have to do what you gotta do, you know what I mean? After she'd shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back into your own room, then you came back all the way back, broke into the bathroom, and killed her. Am I wrong?
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing, but you chose not to. It's not because you had an unclouded intent or to commit murder.
So, that's why...
It had never.
Oh.
Are you sure you were closer to her than anyone, were you not? He killed your precious Sayaka, do you understand? I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course I don't plan on blaming Sayaka. You should. You fucking pussy. It is her fault that she's dead. Make no fucking mistake about that. Based on this whole story. She put it on herself, and fuck her for it. And she was planning on blaming you for it, so stop sticking up for her, you fucking pussy simp. Because the one to blame is him. If it weren't for you, this would never have happened. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in this. I mean, I agree with that. That is true. Did you awaken to your sense of justice?
Hey,
Well, it just so happens that there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetuate war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that's awakened within you? Well, anyway, more importantly, let's hurry up and get to what everyone's been waiting for, the punishment.
I'm begging you, please, don't do this.
Hey,
No more begging.
on now.
No more excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Stop, please.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
No, 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 no.
Let's give it everything we've got.
All right, what do we got? What do we got? Game over. Leon has been found guilty. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is crazy. We have to watch this? This is actually super fucked. This is so evil. I mean, honestly, if like your punishment is going to be that severe every time, you might be better off just killing yourself. Honestly, that's super fucked. That's super brutal. That was the true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else could we call it?
Extreme!
My adrenaline is pumping right out of control.
I can't.
Do we really have to keep doing this? Just can't take it.
Well?
If you don't like it. All you gotta do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. That's only if every single one of you can get on board with that.
Damn you!
Why the fuck are you doing all this evil shit to us? Evil? You make it sound like I'm some dark, awful secret society type of guy. Or in this case, a dark, awful secret society type of bear.
Well,
So why are you putting an upstanding young citizen like me through such a grueling ordeal?
Hey,
Seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. It's like trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think it's possible. I don't think what you're saying... I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together. Piece of shit. I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass into the ground. You guys really hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened happened because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame. Of course we can't cut free of the outside world. Being trapped in this place... you're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure, once you learn all the mysteries of this school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it so wonderful we all get to live here forever? What are you trying to say?
Hey.
I feel like there's something deep, some deeper meaning hidden here. Just like before.
Thrills, chills, kills!
That's what everyone is waiting. Oh.
Hey.
Say everyone, who exactly are you referring to? Sorry, I said everything I've got to say. I need to save some of the fun for later. And just like that, he was gone. He left us there, overwhelmed by a nightmare turned reality. That is fucked. We stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no, it wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stoned, their voices dead. But it was in that moment...
Just a second.
Can I talk to you for a second?
Makoto.
Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. It's about Sayaka, isn't it? I'm surprised you figured it out.
Listen.
I told you before the class trial started. You had to figure out the case of this mystery yourself. Or the mystery of this case yourself. You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? A thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool becoming such an easy target like that.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That's a fact that you can never change. But even until the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why, as she lay dying, she was thinking of you. You can't say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure.
However...
Even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you.
So...
The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave a dying message proves it. She didn't care what happened to you, she would never have left that message. Maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who killed her.
Certainly.
It's certainly one possibility, but I don't think that's what I do. I think that's what it was.
Anyway...
I think you'd want to, you know, blow the whistle on somebody who just fucking murdered you. I think that was her dying thought, I'll be honest. I think that Kyoko's just trying to help Makoto cope. She wasn't sure she could kill someone or deceive you, which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
Right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me all this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends, Sayaka and Leon, and keep moving forward. Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation. Move past them? I could never do that. No. I'm gonna carry them with me for the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations for you.
Hey.
By the way, I have to admit I'm curious. How'd you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? Oh well. I'm psyched. Yep.
What?
Kidding. I just have pretty good intuition. I'll give them that. The last line, that's cute. That was cute. Fair enough. You got that. So... Despair back. So... I'm gonna stop here. Because it's late, and I was waiting until the end of that, and that took a lot longer than I was expecting. I can't even speak anymore. This is more reading than I've done in 10 years. I guess this is not what I thought it was. I will say that, because I thought this was going to be more. I thought this was going to be more direct with player input. I didn't realize that this was pretty much like completely a visual novel, like A to B. Like it seems like everything is pretty much like it is what it is. There's no other path. I mean, maybe that's just the first chapter, right? Like that had to happen, but I mean, it seems like pretty important for this character anyway that the person he trusted most was like a duplicitous bitch. But that kind of checks out story-wise, right? But I don't know if that's how all of these cases will go going forward. Like if there's a way, I'm assuming there is not a way to prevent death, is what I'm saying, I guess. It's not that kind of choice game. It is just A to B to C to D until the end of the game. But I like it. That was really good so far. So I just wish that... I don't know why in all these anime games and stuff like that, all the characters have to talk so fucking slow. Like, every line of dialogue takes so long. And because I'm streaming it, I'm less inclined to, like, click through it because I would rather just play it out. But, like, if I was playing this on my own, this would have taken, like... this would have taken at least, like, 20% less time. Because anytime they talk, I'm like, oh my god, fucking get it over with. But, anyway, I like this game so far. I will keep playing it. Between this, I'll keep going back and forth between this and Sleeping Dogs until I beat both. But, anyway, I'll be back on Tuesday, with some more Danganronpa or Sleeping Dogs, I don't know. One of them. But, either way, I'll be back. Thanks for hanging out, and, I'll see you later.